This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Tuesday, the 5th of November. I'm Michael Groff. Temperatures absolutely glorious for the next several days. Afternoon highs will be somewhat below average. A bit of a warming trend by later this weekend and moving into next week, but all the while, dry conditions should hold around here for the foreseeable future. All right, let's dive in and talk about it. First, the almanac from yesterday, 73 degrees, the afternoon high, 52 the morning low. 82 and 58 are the averages for this time of year. Outside right now, just before 6 o'clock, we've got mostly clear sky. We're sitting at 52 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew points at 30, humidity 43%. The wind's light barometer is steady. Temperatures across the area this morning, it's in the 30s for Goldfield and Fort McDowell. Most of us are in the low 40s to low 50s. Satellite picture shows mostly clear sky across Arizona, just a few clouds right along the Arizona-Utah border. Watch warning map is pretty active. We've got some winter storm warnings, blizzard warnings over parts of Montana, some of the adjacent states seeing some snowflakes flying, red flag warnings over parts of California, a wind advisory for the Mojave Desert just to the north and west of us with a system due in here tomorrow. And we've got dense fog advisories over the northern plains, some flood and flash flood warnings around parts of Arkansas and Missouri. Obviously, we've had some strong storms there in the last 12 hours, even some isolated tornadoes. And the convective outlook for today, maybe not as active as we've seen in recent days. A marginal risk for severe storms, parts of Louisiana, as well as sections of Wisconsin around Madison and Milwaukee. In the tropics, we've got a new tropical storm. That's Raphael sitting there over the Caribbean, moving toward the northwest. This is expected to become a hurricane as it approaches Cuba. There's a hurricane warning for the western portion of Cuba. This will cross west to the Florida Keys, but it should weaken as it moves into the Gulf. And the reason for that, the sea surface temperatures there, the SSTs, are much cooler in the Gulf now. And we also have quite a bit of shear. And this should serve to rapidly weaken this system as it moves into the Gulf and approaches the coast of the United States. Now, there's still some uncertainty as to the track of this system. We'll take a look at the models here. This is the tropical model set, the ATCF set. And it's got this system, again, moving across Cuba and then coming up into the Gulf and kind of fizzling out as it approaches the Gulf Coast, at least most of the members. Same thing for the GFS. Most of the members take it up toward the Gulf Coast and then fizzle this thing out. The European, on the other hand, takes this to the west. And this has been kind of the split in the models. Now, again, the majority of our guidance takes it toward the Gulf Coast, and that's probably where we're going to lean this forecast. But let's keep this alternative in mind, at least for now, until we get some better agreement among the model members here. Anyway, closer to home, the precipitation outlook. This is valid through Tuesday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix, nothing. Statewide, not much. Some light precipitation over the eastern portion of the state with a system that comes through here tomorrow night into early Thursday. And that will bring some slightly cooler temperatures, but otherwise dry conditions. Now, we'll talk about what the future may hold as we get to the models, see what's going on. Here we go. The GFS. This is the 06Z run, and it's valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Troughing still out here across the western states, moving out into the plains. We've got a dry west to northwesterly flow. The height's a bit below average here, so what it means down at the surface for the rest of the day today, sunny and beautiful. Highs low to mid 70s. And yeah, those afternoon highs, there you go. Yeah, 71, 72, 75, somewhere in that range here in the greater Phoenix area. Around 70 for the Las Vegas Valley, mostly 70s for the lower deserts. Just gorgeous. This is a bit below average, too. I'd say 7 to 10 degrees below where we ought to be. Then for tonight, we've got mostly clear sky in the evening, partly cloudy overnight. Lows, low 40s to low 50s. Tomorrow, it's more the same. Sunny, highs somewhere in the upper 60s and low 70s, but here comes this next system, and as that approaches us, we'll see some breezy conditions, especially tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, and then once this passes by, some cooler air comes in on Thursday. This is likely the coolest day of the forecast period, with high temperatures only in the mid to upper 60s here in Phoenix. That'll be the coolest day we've had in a while, and again, a few showers across eastern Arizona, Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night, early Thursday, and then those will move on out of here. Then Thursday night, Friday morning, we'll be down in the upper 30s in the coolest valley locations, low to mid 40s elsewhere. Very cool night, and a beautiful day with highs near 70 on Friday. We'll warm it up pretty quickly, though. Highs getting back well up into the 70s on Saturday, maybe low 80s, upper 70s, low 80s by the time we get to Sunday and Monday. We've got another storm system approaching the west coast there with some rain and mountain snow from northern California up into the Pacific Northwest. And that system will be beginning to move east by the time we get to a week from today. This is Tuesday, the 12th. But it looks like this will be a relatively strong but progressive system. And so most of the moisture and dynamics stay just to the north of us. We could see some rain and snow across parts of northern Arizona, but for us, just some breezy and cooler conditions. Highs probably falling back several degrees with this. Probably back down into the upper 60s and low 70s if this verifies. And then going out 10 days, this is Thursday the 14th. And a mainly zonal flow here that looks dry and seasonal. Temperatures, or rather precipitation here. This is off the GFS ensemble. This goes out through the 19th of the month. And not much precipitation expected here. Same thing for the European ensemble. Not much precipitation over the next couple of weeks. Now, here we go. Temperatures off of the national blend of models. And overall, not bad. Highs will be below average for the rest of this week. But by the time we get toward the early part of next week, we could get up into the low 80s. That's just a little bit above where we ought to be. But overall, I'd say mid-70s to low 80s on most days, overnight lows in the 40s and 50s. Of course, the cooler pockets on some of these mornings, especially Thursday night, Friday night, probably getting down into the upper 30s. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video is due back here tomorrow morning. Should you happen to enjoy these videos, then be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. If you really like what we do here, then click that thanks icon below the video here on YouTube. Make those monetary contributions to us. Or you can donate directly to us via PayPal. groffshow@gmail.com is the PayPal address. It's groffshow@gmail.com for PayPal. The executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my one and only, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation and proprietor of sweetchildaz.com.org and the Facebook page of the same name, Sweet Child Arizona. Talking about my Michelle, check her out. Check out our blogs, check out our videos, check out everything Michelle related, linked up down in the description. And I also encourage you to check out our streaming station, available 24/7, 365. It's called KMGX, playing a ton of music, having a lot of fun with that. Give that a listen as well. You can check it out at kmgx.com, or it's linked up down in the description as well. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, all of your continued support. It is so greatly appreciated. Please be safe, and you guys have yourselves a beautiful rest of your Tuesday.